What's up guys, it's Cal, and in this video I'm going to show you how to unlock the world quest to kill KOSUMOTH the Hungering. Now KOSUMOTH is a rare spawn on the Eye of Ashar island, so not the instance, and it's kind of a long process, but I'm going to show you how to do the entire thing in this video. So as you see there, I started from Dalaran, and you need the Goblin Gliders for this. The kite won't work because if you go over the Great Sea with the kite, it dismounts you. So you need Goblin Gliders, maybe like 5. And you want to land on the Broken Isles to where this orc is. And the location of the orc is 3872 if you have cords. And I was kind of mousing over them earlier if you want to see that if you don't have cords. But once you get to this orc, you want to talk to him and then make sure you click all of the dialogue. So he might say go away, then you might want to back up. Try talking to him again. For me, he just said go away again, which you'll see in a second there. He just said go away, but you kind of want to make sure that there's no more dialogue at all, because the next part you won't be able to do the next part without it. So now we're going to the next location, which is a cave that's also on the Broken Isles, and the location of that cave is 5752 if you have coordinates. And I'm just kind of speeding up this process here to show you my friend and I, because we did this together, our way to get to the cave. So we used our kite here, and the cave is just up here a bit. Now, it kind of glitched for me, which you'll see in a second. This does happen to some people. There might be rocks in front of the cave. If there are, you want to relog. So here I'm logging back in, and then the rock should not be there. So then you just want to enter the cave. And then there will be a dirt pile at the very back of it. It's kind of hard to see. It's not like sparkling or anything. But at the very back of the cave there is a dirt pile to interact with, and it has some relic in it. Yeah, that thing, weathered relic. And then you want to take that. And then with that you want to bring it back to the orc. So just skipping here, you guys probably remember where the orc is. You want to go back to him with that weathered relic and then talk to him. And then this part, make sure you do all of the dialogue. Now this I did have to back up and then talk to him a few times to make sure there was no more dialogue at all. So keep doing that until he just tells you to go away. So now what you have to do is you have to click 10 orbs that are scattered around the Broken Isles in a specific order. So here we are at Azuna, pretty sure. Closest flight path here is Azure Wing Response. Now, this area is kind of hidden. It's like located in this tree. You'll see me walk in there. Yeah, right there. And the coords for this is 3837.3. And then in this cave there is an orb, which you'll see me click. Once you click it, it turns purple, and I think it makes a noise or something. My WoW volume was really low, so I couldn't really hear it. But you want to make sure you click that orb, or else you can't click any of the other orbs. Now there is something I wanted to get out of the way really quickly, because it would have bugged me for the rest of this video if I didn't, and I will say it at the end again, but the whole point of unlocking this world quest to kill KOSUMOTH is that every 2 weeks it alternates. 1 week it drops a pet, 2 weeks later it gives a mount, a jellyfish mount. It's really cool. So anyway, here we are at the second orb, which is in Suramar, and you just saw me. Before all these orbs, I opened my map just in case people don't have coordinates, so then they can see where I am. This is like by the Crimson Thicket, I think, flight path in Suramar, and there's a cave here. But the cave itself is located in Stormheim, as you see there. And the coordinates for it is 32.8, 75.6. Now there's a mob there. Now don't do what I'm about to do. Don't do this, because he'll one-shot you. Yeah. So I was doing this with my friend, as I mentioned earlier. He kind of just got aggro, and then I zoomed past him, even though I got aggro somehow. I didn't even attack him, and I just feigned death. But the orb is at the back of the cave, and I do end up dying, but at least I got the orb, which is the important thing. Alright, orb number 3 is in Valshara, and it's hidden by a tree, like the first one was, and the location of this is 41.5, 81.3. It's right there. As you see, I'm showing it on my map. I'll have to find this little cubby hole in this tree right here. This one also has a mob guarding it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Though this one, kind of easier to manage, and you do have to kill it though. It's like apparition, you'll see in a second. That thing, just kill it. The main ability you want to look out for is the first ability he casts. You want to arcane missiles. You want to immediately counter that, or what am I saying? Interrupt that, and because it does a lot of damage. But the orb is right here. And that is the third orb. Orb number 4. Back to Dalaran, and it's beside the Broken Isles this time, or Broken Shores. I don't know why I keep calling it the Broken Isles. It's right beside the Broken Shores. You can see. I'll open my map in a second again, but there's a green dot right there that I'm circling it, and this one is 2978. So speeding up here, probably could have cut this out, but just speeding it up anyway. And it's underwater, obviously, as you can tell. Now, don't do this. Don't immediately just try to go for it, because you will die by fatigue. There is a location, like right beside here, which you'll see me go to in a second, that just clears your fatigue. But you see, I'm just trying to get to it because I feel like I can. I'm very determined. Instead, I realized it's a lot further than I thought, so I just end up swimming back up, and fatigue almost gets me. So I start losing health, but I get to the safe spot right before I die. Yeah, right there. So I just do the alternate thing where I have a trinket in my inventory that turns me into a fish, which allows me unlimited underwater breathing, and it increases my swim speed by a tad. So go back underwater, make sure you have full fatigue, and the cave is right here. It's a very small hole that you go through. And then there are geysers in here. And don't get hit by the geysers because they will almost one-shot you. And the orb is right here underneath this tent. That is the, I believe, 4th orb. Yep. Orb number 5 in Ajuna. It's up north. Ley ruins of Zarkenar. I think that's what it's, how you pronounce it. And another little cubbyhole thing beside these crystals right there. And the chords are 59.4, 13.2. So you want to come into here, and then the orb is located over there. I think I have trouble finding it. I get turned around a bit. It's like located in this object. You can see the circle thing right beside my feet. I don't really notice it at first glance, but it's there. It's right there. Click it, turns purple, and then you can move on to the next one. Orb number 6. Now this is north of Stormheim, the island that's at the north of Stormheim right there. You want to go north of that. So just keep going up, and you'll see the structure right here. And this orb is like kind of located inside of that. You'll see. The phasing here is really strange, but the opening you want to go to is right under this this shark that keeps despawning because of the phasing. But yeah, right there. The opening is right there. They want to go in there, and then you magically appear on this cave, which has more geysers. So don't get hit by those, because they will also almost kill you. Orb number 7 in High Mountain. Right there on the map. The coordinates for the path leading to this orb is 52.1, 37.2. So go past these harpies, speeding up here a bit. Up here, and then you want to make this jump. Now, there's a rock down there, which I kind of jump around using my Emerald Winds toy. You don't exactly have to jump around it. You can jump on the ledge that's kind of like right below you if you make it. Because you'll see where this orb is located in a second. I just saw you have to jump over the rock, or around the rock. But you'll see that that ledge that's kind of like right in front of me. As long as you get to that, then you're good, because it's right here. This is the area for the orb. Now, I guess Blizzard tried to confuse you a bit, because there's a cave right here. The orb is not in this cave. I go in there thinking that it is in there. However, it is not. Here I'm just walking in, getting a bit confused, and then walking out, and the orb, or the cave, is right to my left, hidden behind these trees. So they like to hide the orbs, it seems, in that, I think it's in the dinosaur mouth thing, whatever. Right there. I still don't see it, even though it's right in front of me. Right there, yeah. And that is orb number 7. Orb number 8, back at Ajuna, and by a different tree that's also close to the Azure Wing response, except it's in the opposite direction as the first one. I have trouble finding this one, but it's another like hole right beside a tree. And I finally get to it. Right there. And then this orb is just under these bushes. Remember, just to reiterate, all these orbs have to be done in this specific order. You can't go out of order at all, because the orbs just won't let you click on them. But here we are to the 9th orb, which is on the Eye of Ashara Island, which is where KOSUMOTH the Hungering is located. And now you have to go like around the island completely. You saw me, yeah, here I am just circling the location on my map. You have to go around the island to get to that spot. And that is where the 9th orb is. It takes a while to get there, so I just cut it, and now here I am coming up to it. Sped up a bit. Now this orb not only is annoying to get to, but is also annoying to get to once you get to the location of where it is, if that makes sense. Probably makes no sense, but what I mean by that is once you get to this spot, you want to go underwater, and there's a boat, and you go, it's like a maze almost. You go through this boat, which I'm not going to do any cuts because it might get confusing. I will do some split up parts. Go into that corner, not really sure, not really knowing what to do, but it's up here. I'm going to go up here, swim up here. You should have plenty of breath, so should be fine if you just follow the video through here, and then you want to go through this hole. I don't know what I do here. Kind of just back up for no reason. You have to go through that hole. And then down here, and you magically end up in a cave, I think. In a second, around here, through these bushes. Right here. Now you're in some random cave underwater. And then this orb is located towards the back of this cave in the watered portion. Okay, now you're essentially done. You just have one more orb to go back to Dalaran. Now do the Goblin Glider again, and I'm actually going to cut it right here because you've been to this location before. You're going to go back to the Orc. That is where the 10th orb is. Right there. Just circling it on my map just in case you forgot. The orb is located on his table. I talked to him, I don't know what I was thinking. Thought that's what I had to do, but he just tells me to go away. It's kind of rude, but you want to click the orb that's on his table right there. And then he gets up and starts laughing that you awoke KOSUMOTH. Even though that was your entire goal, to get a mount and a pet, which is the whole reason for this. And now you're done. You have unlocked KOSUMOTH. You don't really have to talk to him, he just tells you to go away. And if you look at the Eye of Ashara Island, you might immediately see the world quest there. If you don't, like me, I think I either had to log out, or as soon as I hearthed, it appeared. But anyway, I flew to Eye of Ashara, the world quest was there, it was the pet this week for me, so next week I'm going to get the mount. And just to show you where he spawns, it's up here a bit, in this water. You can see his dead body right there, and a bunch of people are kind of circled around this location. He does take a group to kill, but there's usually always people here to kill him. You also do have a buff that decreases your shadow damage taken, I believe, by 90%, because he does do some shadow damage or whatever. But here we are killing him, completed the world quest. Remember, you can only get this pet and this mount by unlocking the world quest. But here we have it. It's a tentacle. If you summon it, it doesn't move with you, which is a little strange. It kind of just stays there. But it is a battle pet. But anyway, that's the whole video, guys. That's how you unlock KOSUMOTH the Hungering to get a possible pet and a mount. Hope this guide helped you. You can leave a like on the video. sub to the channel for more guides like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.